What's going on YouTube? Welcome to the studio. My name is Opan. I got a new DAW and it's Cubase. What I like about Cubase, what I don't like about Cubase, and if I will be staying moving from my previous DAW, Cakewalk. Alright, so Cubase. Let's just run out the gate with it. I love all that Cubase comes with. Cubase comes with literally everything you can think of. Almost too many things. What I wanted most from a DAW, the reason I'm switching at all from Cakewalk is because I wanted some VST instruments. I wanted instruments that I wouldn't have to go scour the internet for. Also, wasn't looking for this, but another pro, you get samples. Samples, you get one shots, you get loops to this media bay, which is in what they call the write zone, which can be toggled. I can go here to loops and samples, and I have access to a bunch of either one shots, or I have accessible through there as well, loops. I get these loops here, which are audio files that's shown by this symbol on the left. And then these, I believe, are MIDI information. So if I just drag one of those in, if I drag that in, it gives me the MIDI files. And what's cool about that is I could go in here and then literally edit the sample. Now that is very convenient. Right? That's very convenient, very cool there. But what excites me most is your instruments between the retro log here and Halion. You have a lot of bass, all the different instruments you can think about. There's also a pad shop, and then a drum, what they call groove agent, but you get a drum sampler as well, which I have here, which you get a bunch of sounds, and here as well, and a bunch of presets. There's also a sample editor where you can throw a sample in here and play with that. So that's another cool thing about Cubase. You have this cool feature where you can play a single note and then it will play a chord for you. So that's nice. I also like how it's modular, which is also very similar to Cakewalk. But you have this here, and then you can also have a detached window where it shows you all the same things. My FX, sends, and my faders here. You can have that detached window, or you can see it here with the different your inserts, sends, and faders there. And then you even have inside of the DAW a loudness meter which shows your LUFS, which is pretty cool. If you're making songs for streaming platforms, you can get your stuff to sound at the same level with other popular songs. So you get a LUFS meter as well. Cubase also has their own version of a step sequencer. Looks like this. To be honest, I don't know why they're diamonds, but whatever. I also like about Cubase that you can access your effects or your effects chain from pretty much anywhere. If you just hit the quick command key, which stock is E, I switched mine to another key, but your effects here, you can just click that from pretty much anywhere, and then you'll get this pop-up window with all your sends or your effects, and then your sends here, as well as buses. I believe you can that I might not know, but you get your sends here. It comes with your stock EQ that you kind of get here, and you can manipulate things through there. It might be an easier way to do this, but as of right now, going through your plugins is kind of annoying outside of the search feature because you get too many drop-down windows. So I'll show you an example of that. It gives me another menu, analyzers, distortion. I don't want to see all that. I just want to see the plugins like delay, distortion, pitch, shift, reverb. I'd rather just see all those plugins from one. I don't want to click in multiple places. Channel strip, delay, distortion, dynamic EQ, reverb. Like I'd rather just see all those plugins. I don't know. I guess it's more organized, but it just seems like more clicking than necessary. Also, to delete a plugin, it took me the longest to figure out. So let's say I throw this Beat Slammer plugin in there. So usually you'll think to delete a plugin, you right click, right? Nope. You don't get any options to delete the plugin from right clicking. It's even more annoying over here. These three little menu options that pop up. So if you're just going up here quickly to click on a plugin, you might accidentally click the bypass button, and now that's bypassed. Or you might accidentally click this little arrow thing, and now you got that going on. You have to click right in the middle to see that plugin pop up. If you want to delete it, can't right click. You won't get any options to delete. In order to delete it, you have to click this little small arrow, and then there it says no effects. You click that. That's annoying in order to get rid of a plugin. But I did figure it out. You just take the plugin and you toss it. So if I just do this and throw that plugin in empty space, it'll get rid of it. So I guess that's pretty convenient. You're just like, chuck that, don't want it anymore. Another thing I totally do not understand about Cubase at all is why you can't layer sounds on top of each other. When you're working fast, you're recording someone or even recording yourself, and it comes up mostly when I'm doing vocals. When I'm recording vocals, let's say I want to consolidate some tracks. Also, you can't drag and swipe. If I want to unmute multiple tracks at a time, I should be able to click and then move and like drag the cursor down and unmute. Nope. You have to hit control on one, control alt, or wait, how's it go? Alt shift. Yeah. You have to hit alt shift, highlight all of them, and then continue hitting alt shift to mute. And instead of being able to just drag along, you have to do it that way. But you can't layer vocals, right? So if I'm recording a vocal and I have my plugins on this channel, which you can't see here, it's up here. But if I'm recording my audio here and I want to consolidate this track, I'm recording on the fly, I should be able to take this clip here and then move it up here and then listen to both of that together. Nope. You see that grayed out area? That means that it won't play the audio on top of the other audio. So it cuts that out. So in order for me to hear that, I have to keep them on two different tracks. Which I looked all over online. I cannot find a way to where you can lay a track on top of another track and it not cancel it out. That's so annoying, especially when you're just recording, and when you're recording or tracking someone on the fly, you might want to be able to just throw your tracks around and clean it up later, but you can't do that. You have to keep everything on a separate track, as far as I know. So not the biggest fan about that. Also, this might be petty, but another thing that might be able to change, I don't know, but that comes stock that I'm not the biggest fan of, is you can't right click on a track. You right click and then you get this little toolbar menu, which your draw tools on there, erase tool, your split tools on there, which I guess is convenient. But I want to be able to right click and either delete this clip or just see another menu of options. Can't do that here. So if you're trying to bounce this down or do anything without really much know-how, you won't really know what direction to go in without having a right click menu option. I just figured it out. You hold down control and right click. Other than that, what I do like about Cubase is it comes with so many options, so many different configurations and manipulation, customization, which is pretty cool. You practically have everything to your disposal. It is a very open DAW, but unfortunately it being so open kind of makes it more confusing. That's kind of my problem with Cubase, is for the short term it's so hard to get into because there's so much to learn. Long term though, you'll be able to have all these cool little features to your disposal, but initially you're gonna be so confused. And I guess it's just, how long do you want that learning curve to be? There's definitely one when it comes to Cubase. So that is my review over Cubase. I'll give it a B plus for now. I think some things could have been easier stock out of the gate. It seems like there's some stock features that are more complicated than just having a right click feature that takes you to a menu. Instead, it takes you to this toolbar thing. But all in all, I see myself using Cubase. I see myself taking the time to learn it because I think it's worth it for those instruments that come stock, the plugins that come stock, the sample pack that comes stock, and some of the other cool features it has that might take some learning to get used to or comfortable with, but that could save you time in the long run. That's all. Thanks for watching. Like, subscribe, comment. Peace.